feels a little bit like old school YouTube with a whole candle in the background, if you know what I mean. It was a simpler time back then. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyrielle. Today I've got a few new products that I want to play around with. I've got an idea of a makeup look that I want to do. I have my Barbie top on, so I feel like doing something pink, something sparkly, and yeah, I just want to try a few new products. We've got some Makeup Revolution, Iconic London, ELF, SUVA Beauty. Yeah, we have a variety, so I'm gonna do my eyes first, I think, because it may get a little messy. We shall see. But before we get right on into the makeup, if you are new, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around with my channel. If you'd like to, all you need to do is hit the red button down below and the little bell button, and that'll just notify you when I upload. I post videos every single week. Anyway, let's zoom you guys in and get right on in to these eyeballs. Okay, so you are very up close and personal right now. I'm quite red today, I don't know why. I went outside today, maybe that's why. I haven't been out in like weeks, and then I go outside and I'm like, it burns. Anyway, so my eyeballs, let's get into them. So I've actually had this Iconic London Loose Pigment palette for ages. This one is the Doll palette. It has this like cover on it. Ooh, wow, look at that. If I could get it open. When I received it, it was already a mess. This is what the inside came like. It's a bit like, I don't know, they just leaked a little bit. So it is quite a messy product, but I really wanted to try some of these pigments. I'm scared to like open them because they've got like these pull tab things on them. I'm feeling they're just gonna be a mess. Oh god. I am like scared to breathe around this palette. There's this shade, which is a pink to gold shift. That looks really pretty. This one is probably one I'm going to use today. This has like a pink to green gold shift. It's more of like a pale pink. There are some other like gorgeous shades in here. First things first, before I put any of those on, I need to get my base down. So I'm going to be doing what I've been doing recently. I've actually started carving out the underneath my brow. I just feel like it helps the finished look so much cleaner and crisp. So the way I do this is I use the PLOUISE X Mitchell paint in the shade Blank Canvas, and I'm just gonna go underneath with my brush and just carve out the brow. This also helps me out a little bit when it comes to filling in my brows, just because I already have that kind of line there, you know? And then I just soften the edges. Okay, so for the actual eye look, I was thinking maybe doing like a pink to light peach ombre with like a pink graphic liner. That is my idea. Whether I'll be able to do it or not is another thing. So I'm going to start off with a pink base. This isn't a new product, but I've only used it a few times, so I want to use it again. It's the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Eyeshadows. This is like the pinky duo. And I'm going to take the shade Wednesday, which is the matte side, and it's a very light pink. I don't know if I've actually ever used this on my channel before. I might have used it once, but I have used this for TikTok, I know that. But anyway, I'm just gonna base this on the lid, just put a few dots, and then I'm just gonna take a little fluffy brush and just pat it on the actual lid so we get the most pigmentation there. And then I'm going to blend it around the crease, but I'm keeping the base of the color here, and then use the excess to blend it out. Now that is on there as kind of a base, I'm thinking of blending this out with more of an orangey shade. I was thinking about using my Pastels palette by BEAUTYBAY and taking the orange from this and applying it to the outside of my eye, because I'm thinking about making like a flame graphic liner. I may actually add a little bit of concealer here so we have a base. I am trying out a new concealer today, but we'll get more into that when I actually try it properly. Apply it out here first of all. It's just a little base. Alright, let's now go in with this pastel orange. I'm gonna pat over. That helps apply the pigmentation, otherwise we might have to go around this with a white base. These BEAUTYBAY shadows are typically pretty good, so hopefully it'll be alright. This look was kind of inspired by like those flame nails that people were obsessed with a little while ago. Don't know why, but I fancied putting that on my eyes. It's not showing up the best, but it is kind of there, you know? It's just not like a very vibrant orange. Alright, that's cool. Now to add a little bit of sparkle, I'm going to take the NYX glitter glue on the center and then just use any excess to pat over like the rest of the lid, and then we're gonna play with the iconic London pigment and see what effect we get with those. The shade I'm using today is Darling. This is the pale pink one, which looks like this. Because I don't want this too concentrated, I'm actually taking this on a like little fluffy brush, which this is the same one I just used throughout my crease. I'm just gonna pat this on top, again started in the center and just dabbing on either side. Ooh, this works well. I'm picking up product from the lid as well. I'm not actually going in to the actual pigment because it'll pick up way too much product. This is pretty. So that's what this looks like so far. It is very pretty. I think I want to add some actual glitter though. I think I might use a little bit of this, but I don't know whether it's gonna be a bit too cool toned for this. You know what? I'm gonna try it. This is by Makeup Revolution. It's the Eye Glisten Duo, and this is in the shade Yours Truly, and I'm just gonna use the glitter side and just gonna pat over the lid part. I'm just gonna use my finger for this. Just add a little bit more sparkle, you know. I'm not being very precise with this. I just kind of wanted like sparkle all over the lid, so that's what I did. Now it's for the scary bit. I'm going to be attempting to use the SUVA Beauty liners. This is the cake liners. They look like this. This is the Hydra Effects palette in, I think this is the UV Taffy ones. I think that's what this one's called because I know there was a brighter one. I'm going to be using the pink out of this palette today. I'm just going to use some setting spray to activate it. And this palette actually came with this little brush. I'm just gonna dive into this pink. Whoa. Oh. It's the setting spray I just used. I was gonna say, oh, this smells so good. It was the ColourPop setting spray. It smells of coconut. It smells amazing. But yeah, let's try these liners. I hope they don't crack or anything because I have heard that these liners sometimes do. So we shall see. Now, whether I'm gonna be able to do this or not is another thing because it's gonna take some concentration. Doing like a flame liner. I don't know. I'm gonna hold my breath and see if I can do this. Wish me luck. This is not my best work that I've ever done in my life. Here's the thing. I like the idea. I think I just need to practice. Also, I don't think this brush is small enough for me to do the detail work. I usually use finer brushes than this. I wanted to take it off and start again because I don't think I can save this. I'm gonna go do that. I'll probably do both eyes while I'm at it. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Okay. So I went away and I did this. I don't think it looks like a flame, but it looks alright. It took me long enough anyway, so I think I'm ready to move on now. I definitely found that that SUVA Beauty brush was too big for me to do this anyway. So I ended up using this tiny one by Morphe, which is the M250-0. It's got a weird ass name, but it's really good for detail liner work. Anyway, I've got a new mascara to try, so I'm going to be trying that out right now. It's the BARRYM Future Length mascara. It's got a specifically designed brush to lengthen and define lashes. I quite like the packaging. It's like almost like Gatsby-esque, you know? Feels weirdly heavy as well. There's a tiny little plastic wand. This is actually very small. The bristles are tiny and like packed together. I'm going to quickly add a brown eyeliner to my tight line before we put on the mascara. This is the BEAUTYBAY Crayon eyeliner in the shade Coffee. And my lashes have been annoying me lately. By that I mean they've been not keeping their curl, so I am just going to curl them just to give them a bit of a chance, you know. Let's try this itty bitty mascara, shall we? Feels weird having such a small one because I'm used to really big ones, you know. That's what she said. This actually is looking decent so far. It's very black and it's lengthened my lashes quite a lot. I think I have managed to get it like on my eyelid quite a bit, and I definitely just got some of my inner corner. It's like not a dry formula, but it's a very thick formula. Like I can feel it like really gripping onto my lashes. But so far, I actually don't mind this mascara. I actually had this as like a free gift with an order. And so far I'm quite impressed with it. I thought I wasn't going to like it, but actually it's doing a decent job. It's really easy to get into the inner corner. I am getting quite a bit on my lid though, which is annoying, but that's or, you know, an application problem. Alright, well, as a first impression, I really like this mascara. Like, it's very black, it's thickened my lashes decently and lengthened them a lot, and it's easy to define the actual lashes with the brush, so I'm actually very impressed with this. Cool. I have not decided if I want to add lashes yet. I might decide after my base and stuff is on. Let's zoom you guys out and start on the base, and then I'll decide on lashes. Alright, I'm just wiping off any like fallout from the sparkly stuff we used, which is everywhere right now. And just sharpen up this outer edge. I'll probably end up blending it a little bit more anyway. But let's get on to the base. So the first thing I have to try is a new primer. This is by Revolution. It's a super dewy Skin Elixir makeup serum. I saw this, it looked really pretty, and I just wanted to try it and have a glowy skin today. So it comes in a little jar with the pipette, and I think this is just supposed to give you a dewy appearance. So let's try it on. Of course, is this like too thick for the pipette because it's not coming out? Why do they put pipettes in things that don't work? I don't understand. I'm just gonna tap it out. The actual serum feels way too thick. Just gonna, ooh, this is very thick consistency wise. Let's just see what this goes on like. It smells a bit weird. It also feels very slippery, almost like a balm. Nice and hydrating. Can you see that on the back of my hand? It's very, very glowy. It feels quite tacky, and it has given like a nice glow to my skin, which is nice. I feel like it is setting down because when I originally put it on it did feel like a little bit greasy, but now it doesn't feel so much so I quite like that, and it has given a really nice sheen to my skin. Like, whoa. But is it verging on almost oily is my question. Possibly. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing. So I've had this for a while and I've really wanted to try it. This is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Tinted Water Cream. So it's kind of like a tinted moisturizer, I imagine. I got this in the shade Fair 02. I did want to get Fair 01, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I can't remember how many shades this was in. I may just Google it. Oh damn, okay. It's only available in 10 shades. I know it's supposed to be like a tinted moisturizer almost, but it does feel very nice. Like, it literally just feels like water, basically. It's very lightweight. I'm gonna use a brush with this to see if I can get a bit of coverage, but I'm assuming I'm not gonna get that much. Let's see, shall we? It doesn't look that bad on my actual skin. I hope it doesn't like oxidize or anything. You know, actually, like, coverage wise, that's not that bad. I put a lot on then, didn't I? Oops. This does feel very nice. It's like very refreshing when you put it on, and the way it's actually like laying on my skin is really nice. It's just like melted in. I'm looking very shiny right now though. And as far as the coverage goes, very light coverage. I'd say maybe you could build it up to a medium, but I don't mind the way my skin is looking right now. I am obviously going to go in with concealer, so we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to be using the Zoeva Authentic Skin Perfector Retouch Concealer. This is like their sister product to the foundation, which I really love. Let's see what this goes like on underneath the eyes. This is the lightest shade, I believe. Yeah, it's in 10 Absolute. Just gonna do my usual thing, highlight a little bit, and let's just blend this out. I've been using this brush for like everything recently. My concealer, my foundation. I blended out really nicely, really easily. The coverage looks like a medium, very lightweight. It seems to be almost light reflected. Covered up that blemish that I had on my head quite well actually. Let's just move straight on to setting powder. This is by MUA. It's the loose setting powder and it's in the shade Invisible Silk. I really like that name. I hope it's gonna be like a silky finish, you know? Don't play me, MUA. Don't play me. Whoa. Okay. I put out way too much. Okay, it's my fault. Okay, instantly mattified. I mean, you guys can see like how glowy my skin is right now. The actual glowing primer does seem to be like peeking through a little bit, which is really nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna powder everything and inhale it about me. I mean, you can see my like radiant ass forehead right now, so let's just powder this down in the center especially. And let's see. Well, this actually looks really good. I'm surprised. I don't know why I did not have high hopes. I think it's because I really detested the MUA foundation and concealer. That was really bad on my skin, but the actual powder looks really good. Like, it's almost like blurred my skin. That is a bit nuts. If you're a regular around here, you guys know I've got like texture, I've got fine lines on my forehead. I have quite big pores because I'm an oily skin girl, and this has almost like blurred my skin really nicely. This powder is really affordable as well. I'm sorry MUA for doubting you. I am, however, now going to try this underneath my eyes, which is my problem area. So we shall see how this works. To be fair, this concealer has not creased that much underneath my eyes. Can you see? There's not a lot of creasing for me. I'm just gonna tap it out with my finger a little bit, and then I'm just gonna use this brush and pat my under eyes. I'm hoping this is gonna blur my fine lines. If it does that, then I am going to be over the moon with this powder. I'm actually kind of shook. People still use that word. Is that still cool lingo? I don't know. This is looking really good. I'm legit like so shocked. Okay, my skin is looking great right now. For bronzer, I have this one by Makeup Revolution. I have wanted to try this for so long. This is the Bronzer Reloaded Holiday Romance bronzer. I'm thinking this is going to be a glowy bronzer, but it's like a baked formula. Let me just feel it. It's really soft. Yeah, okay, it's quite glowy. I'm hoping it's gonna be like a satin finish. It is looking more like a radiance, which I guess I don't mind, but let's see. Let's test it out, shall we? Let's not be judgmental. Okay, it's a little bit of kick up and warm me up a little bit, shall we? It is quite a light shade, kind of bringing it like across the cheek. Shine is not too intense. I am glad. The powder is really like blendy. This is a really nice shade for if you are paler, and it's buildable and it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, I really like this. Gosh, there's been some real good finds in this video already. Next is highlight. I'm so excited for this product. I've had my eye on this for so long, but I don't know why I just refused to pay the price even though it wasn't too expensive. So this is by e.l.f. It's the Glow Gleam Beam palette. This is so gorgeous. It looks gorgeous. Obviously I haven't tried it yet. I have swatched it just because I really wanted to feel this glittery shade right here. Oh my god, it is so stunning. This is originally £10 and I got it for £4 in their sale. I cannot tell you how happy I was. These ones by here feel very hard pressed, so imagine they're just going to give more of like a sheen. Then these top ones feel more creamy. Let's go in with this middle shade by here, and then I think I'm going to top it off with the glittery shade just because I really want to try it. I don't want my highlight to be like blinding today, I know. So I'm using like a little bit more of like a floofy brush, and I'm just going to kind of glide my brush back my cheek. Ooh, pretty. That is very nice. I do actually really like that. Okay, I'm gonna bring it up here. Do you see that? Whoa. But it does not look like textured on the skin. I don't know if that primer had like some pore filling properties to it, but my pores and everything are not looking exaggerated even though I've brought it quite far in. Alright, now that is all on and I am glowing. I'm going to tap over like the high points with this glittery shade. It reminds me of the Fenty How Many Carats highlighter. This is what the e.l.f. one looks like. You're not going to be able to tell on camera how like sparkly it is or anything. The e.l.f. one feels not gritty, feels more powdery. I am just going to use my finger with this and just apply it to the high points. Ooh. It is very sparkly. I do have a new blush. I think this is gonna go better with the eyes. This is the Makeup Revolution Blusher Reloaded in Rhubarb and Custard. It's not as dusty as the bronzer was. Let's see what the pigment's like. Actually, that's pretty good. It's a pretty shade. Blended out quite nicely. I'm kind of like blending it over my highlight so it all merges in together, you know? I don't know if it might be a little bit patchy. I feel like I might be missing some in certain areas. Maybe it's just not like melting in well with my other products used. Okay, I think I like this. I do feel like it's a little bit patchy though, but the color's really nice and it's blended decently. It's just again in like certain places, so I feel like it's not mixing very well with the highlight. I don't know, I'm up to, you know, playing with this with different products, so I'll have to get back to you guys on that to see if I actually like this, but it seems decent enough, especially since these were like £4, so they're very cheap. I've got 2 new products to try for lip. I'm first gonna line my lips with the NYX matte lip liner in the shade Toulouse. Alright, and I've got a new lipstick by Doll Beauty in the shade Double Booked. I do really like Doll Beauty's formula. This one is slightly more matte than the one I had before. It sounds like pink as I kind of wanted, but it feels really nice on the lips. It's a very soft matte. Like this does remind me of the Morphe formula. The Morphe formula is a little bit more emollient though. This one feels a little bit more like of that soft touch matte and not drying at all. It feels really good. Next, I've wanted to try this ever since I saw this gloss. It's the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. And I picked this up in the shade Reef, which is more of like a pinky shade. Oh, that smells divine. It's like a rich chocolatey cake kind of scent. It smells really good. I think this may lighten up the lip a bit. By the looks of it, it's a pretty pigmented gloss, so we shall see. This doe fur, it's so plush. It feels so nice. Really soft. It's not sticky whatsoever, and it felt like almost like a luxury like lip oil you're putting on with the doe fur as well. It's so soft. I really like the color as well. It's like a soft pink. Kind of want to go like a little bit more pink with this look, but this actual like formula product feels really nice. The smell is quite strong. Obviously with scents like in lip products, you don't need it to be this strong because I can smell it because it's right underneath my nose. But apart from that, the actual product is really nice. So I'm thoroughly impressed. Gone are the days of really sticky drugstore lip glosses. Thank you very much, Maybelline. Okay, so I just took a quick food break. I actually switched up the lip a little. I removed it, used the same lip liner and just put the gloss on top. Oh, and I did my brows and put on one lash and finished up this eye altogether. So finish up this eye together. It's pretty simple, but I'll just show you what I did. First thing I actually did was went in with this KIKO long lasting stick. It's like a eyeshadow stick, but I've used it as a liner for today, and this is in the shade 07. Just a pretty kind of like taupey gold reflect, and I'm just gonna put it in the waterline. It's a bit awkward because it's a bit big, but it's fine. Then I took the same Huda Beauty matte liquid eyeshadow and I just placed that right underneath the lash line really close, and I took a little blender brush and I just blended it right into the lower lash line. Brush doesn't have any shadow on, by the way, it's just a bit stained. And then finally I went in with Golden Hour from the Pastels palette, and I'm just gonna blend around this haphazardly, and I'm actually taking it quite low because it's a pastel shade. I can get away with doing this a little bit more carelessly. For the actual inner corner, I decided to go in with the metal part of the Huda Beauty eyeshadow duo. It's a nice light pink, so it goes well with this. And now I'm just going to add some lower lash mascara. For lashes, I've gone in with Pound Lashes Sweet Love from the 4D range. So I'm just going to quickly pop the other one on. And this is the eyes all done. Actually, that's everything, isn't it? I've done things a bit differently today, so I'm like all out of whack. These lashes are a little bit crazy for my eye shape. Like if I look down, they're like in my eyebrows, but I feel like it makes, you know, the overall look, so I don't mind. Anyway, I'm gonna go do something with my hair and we'll discuss my thoughts on the new products that I tried today. See you guys in a sec. Alright, so I just curled my hair with my waver from Mark Hill, and well, I don't know what happened. Hair is looking crazy. It did not look like this the last time I did it. Yeah, we're gonna just try and ignore this hair maybe, if you can, because it's very large and in charge. I do feel like I look like I'm from the 2000s today. It's fine. So this is the finished makeup. I do really like the eye look. I like the way it came out. It's very simple, and yeah, my skin looks great. Those products that I used today, I'm thoroughly impressed with, which I'll quickly go through the things that I've used and just give my final first impressions. The SUVA liners, obviously I've only used the one today, but it hasn't cracked on my lid or anything like that. It's really easy to use. You just add water, and I like the fact you can change the consistency into one that you want. These are as well apparently UV, which is pretty cool. I can't test that because I don't have UV light, but yeah, I love how vibrant it is as well, and I didn't feel like it was too much effort. Pretty cool product, I think. The Pigment by Iconic London. Oh, sorry, blinding you guys. Colors in here are really pretty. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot to say about them apart from they don't have like a binding kind of product to them, so they are just like loose and they will fluff everywhere if you're not careful. I like the idea of this because it's a palette of pigments that you can take with you and you don't have to take like the singular pigments. To me this made like a little bit more sense. Yeah, I'm excited to try this a little bit more. Also, I believe you can pop these out and switch and change them, which I think is kind of cool. I actually really impressed with the mascara. It's not my favorite one, but it's definitely one I'm going to go back and use. It's really black, lengthens the lashes really well, it gives a decent amount of thickness. The actual product in itself, it really latches onto your lashes. The small wand makes it really easy to get into the inner corner and everything. Yeah, generally a good mascara. I don't know why I didn't have high hopes, but it did very much impress me. Okay, moving on to the base makeup. I'm a bit undecided on this guy. Like, my actual makeup looks really nice and like there isn't like a crazy amount of dew from this product, but my skin does look good. So I don't know whether it's this or the other products that I use, probably all together, you know. I'm definitely gonna have to test this with like other products that I use. I'm not completely blown away, but I'm intrigued. I think that's the best way I could say it. So I'm gonna continue trying this and see what I think. The foundation is pretty much like a second skin. I really like the way my skin looks and I did not expect to like this as much as I do. It says tinted water cream and that's exactly what it feels like. I can't feel anything on my skin. So lightweight. I like kind of wish I did like a first impressions like wear test on this. Let me know if you would still want to see that, because I certainly can do. But it evened out my skin tone so well. Genuinely one of the like best foundations I think I've tried as of late, as far as the way it like feels on my skin. Quite impressed. I'm definitely gonna try this again. Please let me know in the comments down below, or thumbs up the video if you would like a full day wear test on this. I do have one of those coming up soon for the Urban Decay new foundation. I picked that one up because I was super curious, and that kind of has a similar like vibe to this. Obviously I haven't tried it yet, but that's like a hydro something something, so water based as well. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm excited to try this more. This would be like a great just throw on day-to-day foundation. SUVA concealer, actually I think I'm really gonna like this. My actual under eyes are looking really good. I have been using a more nourishing eye cream recently, so I don't know if that's helping it. It could be, but this looks really like hydrating underneath my eyes. I think it may have some sort of like reflective element to it, so it bounces off light, but it was really lightweight, really easy to blend. Decent coverage, not full coverage, and it set really nicely. This is the lightest shade and it works perfectly for me. And yeah, so far it looks really good. I think this is the most surprised I've been for a just basic product in a while. This MUA loose setting powder is nuts. My new favourite of recent has been the H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Loose Setting Powder. This really does remind me of it, but it's completely translucent. It feels so soft on the skin. It has completely blurred my pores. MUA generally is a super cheap brand and really affordable, and it just blew me away for just a basic powder, inexpensive, like I can't believe it. The bronzer and the blush from Makeup Revolution, I prefer the bronzer just blendability wise because it was really seamless and just merged into my skin. It does have a bit of a sheen. If you don't like that, you probably won't like this. And the blush is a really nice colour. I did just feel like it just kind of clung to some areas or just wouldn't blend over others. I am wondering though if that's a mixture of products, that it just doesn't work with them. So I'm definitely again gonna try this out another day because it is a very beautiful colour and it feels really soft as well. Like it feels like a nice formula, and it had the kind of perfect amount of pigment as well, so it wasn't too much, wasn't too little, and you could build it up. So hopefully it'll work better with other products. This highlight palette that I was so excited for, I'm not unimpressed. I do really like the tones in here, so nice on the skin, seamless blend. What I will say about this sparkle topper is it's almost like a pressed pigment, so you've got to kind of press it into the skin, otherwise the sparkles can kind of just sit on top. But apart from that, it's a really nice palette, so I don't mind that, and I'm definitely going to pick this up. I think this like dabbed over the lid, I should have done that today, just as like a topper for wherever you want sparkle, I think is going to be great. And finally the lips, the Doll Beauty lipstick, really nice matte formula, really nice colour. It is more of a matte formula than the one I had previously. I don't know if they distinguish between formulas on their website, because I don't remember seeing like matte shine, like I don't remember that, but it's a very nice formula nevertheless. And then this gloss, oh, this gloss, I really like this, if you couldn't tell. I really love the applicator as well. It is so plush. Feels really good on the lips. Like, they have multiple different colors. I'm very tempted to get the nude one now, even though I really don't need it. It smells good, tastes good, feel good, does not stick at all. It's like feather light. It's really good. Highly recommend. So yeah, that is all of the products that I've used today, new ones anyway. Everything's gonna be listed down below, what I use on my brows and everything like that. I hope you guys like the look. But yeah, that is it from me and my big ass hair for you. I'm gonna now love you and leave you. If you're new and you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All you need to do is hit the red button down below and the little bell button, and that'll just notify you when I upload next. I hope you decide to stick around, and yeah, maybe I'll catch you on the next one. Till then, bye guys. By the end my I'm a mess today. Paint in black cap. It's the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal. Ugh.